Well, right now we're tracking some rain that could turn into snow that's heading our direction tonight, which could make your morning commute a little bit trickier. Thanks for joining us here at 6:30. I'm Alex Dieterer. Meteorologist Austin Evans joins us now. And Austin, you're tracking a potential of slick spots developing overnight into our Monday morning. What's that timing out for right now?
It's timing out pretty much to plan, at least as of now. Rain's going to begin moving in late, probably about 4-ish hours from now, and then that transition over to snow overnight. That's what's new. As for now, we're cloudy and dry. It's not going to last. And then on the way tomorrow morning, we are looking at the potential for some slick spots. Again, this is not going to be like early last week. We're looking at a dusting. We'll talk about it coming up in my full forecast. Here's our 4-box Trimark traffic camera, at least 3 of them, and everything is appearing to move relatively smoothly. And here's a live look from our Midway University camera overlooking the Hurstbourne, part of our Charlotte Children's Hospital camera network. It's a quiet evening right now, and we're in the mid-40s. We warmed up into the mid-40s today across a large portion of Kentuckiana. You can see southern Indiana beginning to cool down already. Here's satellite and radar. Not showing anything right now. Again, I'm going to time out everything coming up in my full forecast. And right here, you can see a map of Louisville Metro government snowplow routes. The planned routes are highlighted in blue. Any marked red are currently in progress. Green means they've been plowed. The full map and ongoing road work updates can be found on the Louisville Metro government's website. Just go to louisvilleky.gov and search Mayor Greenberg's snow resource page. Alex?
All right, thank you, Austin. And new tonight, a firefighter was injured while fighting a structure fire in the Portland neighborhood Saturday night. Louisville Fire says around 11:30 last night, firefighters responded to a structure off North 19th Street. They found a fire on the 2nd floor of the vacant residential building, and while fighting that fire, one firefighter sustained a non-life-threatening injury from a fall. He was taken to a local hospital. No other injuries have been reported, and it did take 25 firefighters to put out that fire. Residents of a Clarksville home were evacuated this morning after their house caught fire. The Clarksville Fire Department says around 4:45 this morning, firefighters responded to the 400 block of Evergreen Drive. They say the call came in from Clarksville police officers who'd been driving by the home at the time the fire broke out. Those officers did help everyone inside the home get out safely. The fire department says the location of the fire made it difficult to put out. Right now, part of Evergreen Drive is temporarily blocked by a water supply line. Clarksville Fire is asking locals to avoid the area as crews continue to investigate. Today, LMPD released the names of the 2 officers involved in the shooting that left one man dead this week. On Thursday, a person called 911 after seeing a man point a gun at a woman near Red Deer Circle in Hurstbourne. The 2 officers who fatally shot the suspect have been identified as Officer Michael Crow and Officer Austin Taylor. Officer Crow was sworn in 2017 and has had a few violations before, like use of deadly force in a previous officer-involved shooting, but was exonerated for the violation. According to LMPD documents, he was also reprimanded for driving at a high speed in his police car without lights and sirens and failed to stop at a stop sign in 2021 and was reprimanded in the same year for failing to secure his body camera before a car chase. Officer Crow has also been complimented for his swift action in rendering first aid to suspects and saving a 3-year-old after a dangerous car wreck. Officer Taylor was sworn in 2020 and only has a court attendance violation on his record. Officer Taylor has been commended for saving people from a house fire as well as saving a mother and child from a domestic violence situation. Well, as the sale of Mid-City malls still pens, concerns stand for the future of Baxter Avenue theaters in the Highlands. Social media posts from a few weeks ago claim the theater is shutting down, while its owner, Apex Entertainment, says the building is still open and, quote, evaluating the future. A petition has been created to keep it open. WHAS11's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Connie Offit are outside the theater now. And Clarice, how much traction has this local petition gotten?
Alex, I spoke to the creator of the petition who also runs Louisville Indie Films. He says he put it out on social media and thought he might get a couple of signatures, but by the first day, he says he already had 1,700 signatures.
I feel like it's the heart.
To Emmett Swan,
It's the heart of Louisville indie filmmaking.
Baxter Avenue Theaters in Mid-City Mall is more than just a neighborhood theater. He says the theater not only shows popular movies, but they'll show pieces made by local filmmakers.
It just gives them a bit of a spotlight and an ability to show their film in a theater setting at a rate that's affordable to a lot of people. Otherwise, I feel like we wouldn't see small films. We would not get a glimpse into what other people are creating in Louisville.
Swan is the founder of Louisville Indie Films and knows about the looming sale of Mid-City Mall, leaving the future of the theater uncertain. He's also a local filmmaker.
I was going to show a film here, and I reached out to them about booking in January, and they got back to me and said they don't have any availability for 2026. That kind of put a red flag up.
Swan then created this petition to save the theater on change.org about 2.5 weeks ago. At the time of this screenshot, there are over 4,600 signatures.
I think it shows that they care. I think it shows that this place is special. I'd like to think it'll open a conversation with the power players at hand.
Swan tells me he reached out to the owner of the theater, Apex Entertainment, for a response and hasn't heard back. They responded to my request though and tell me they know about the petition and thank theater goers and the greater Louisville community for their support. They did not add any more information past our original reporting a few weeks ago. Live at Baxter Avenue Theaters, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
All right, thank you, Clarice. Local firefighters came together at the Oxmoor Center earlier today for the calendar signing to support the WHAS Crusade for Children. Firefighters signed copies of the WHAS Crusade for Children 2026 Firefighter Calendar. This year's edition features the Louisville Fire Department, Fern Creek Fire, J-Town Fire and EMS, and several other Kentuckiana emergency response teams. 100% of the proceeds from today's signing will go towards the Crusade for Children. 300 Indiana National Guard soldiers arrived in Washington yesterday as part of the D.C. Safe and Beautiful mission. Master Sergeant Jeff Lowry says Indiana Guardsmen will help local and federal law enforcement partners with community safety patrols, managing traffic control posts, and work to minimize property damage and keep the peace. The soldiers have been training at Camp Atterbury in Edinburgh since mid-November, focusing on crowd management and de-escalation.